Today we are planting Egyptian walking onions. These are a perennial onion. I ordered them from Territorial Seed Company. I've been waiting for them, and now it's time to plant. This type of onion is thought to come from somewhere in Asia, but it has a kind of mysterious background because it's already traveled all around the world. It's not thought to be from Egypt, but it did get the name Egyptian walking onions, possibly from walking its way all the way around the world. It does really well in a lot of climates, but also they walk. They are thought to be a type of onion hybrid with a shallot. And what they do is they grow these green tops that you can cut as green scallion onions, and then they end up bulbing on top. And on the top where it gets the bulb, you can harvest these and eat them like little onions or shallots. And when they get too heavy, they fall over and they root themselves in the soil, and they make a new little baby plant pretty close to the mama plant. So they are walking their way across your garden, and they're a perennial, which means you can plant them once and have onions forever, hopefully. So let's get started planting these. I'm going to put them along my fence every 3 feet in between my asparagus that I put along the fence. That's every 3 feet. I'm going to put it 1 foot in front of that and staggered, so it makes a little zigzag pattern, creating a nice, interesting look with a layered background. So not only can I be growing lots of food here in my food forest, I can make it look pretty, I can make it look natural, I can make it look like landscaping. I'm super excited to get these planted in my own yard so I can have onions forever. Let's get started. Here are my Egyptian walking onions. It says it takes 250 days and you're supposed to plant it in the fall. Once they've established, you can harvest and cook with the bulbs at the base of the plant and replant the bulblets gathered from the top of the stems. The underground bulbs have a very strong flavor and can be used in a wide variety of your favorite recipes. The stalk bulblets are somewhat spicy and are delicious pickled. They can also be used when pickling other garden vegetables. That is the bottom. And this little part is where it's going to sprout from. So make sure you have that part pointing up and you should be good. Then the hole needs to be 1 to 2 inches deep, and it also depends on how big they are because they need to be completely covered with soil. So let's go plant them. I just planted this asparagus this year, so it's not very big yet, but here's one. And 3 feet over here, growing out of this Turk's cap, is another asparagus. And so those are 3 feet apart all along the back of the fence. And I want to put some walking onions about 1 foot in front of those, but zigzagged. So it'll go asparagus, walking onion, asparagus, walking onion, and etc. So right here is where I'm going to put my first one, and I'm just going to move any mulch out of the way. The soil is drying out so quickly right now because we had a really big second heat wave, and it's still in the 90s and really hot. If the soil is soft enough, you can use something like this. This is like a large dibbler, and it does have measurements on it, so you can go 1 to 2 inches. Or I would use my hori knife, which also has measurements 1 to 2 inches. For right now, since the soil is pretty dry, I'll just use this, my hori knife. Get that in there. Make sure it's totally covered up and facing the right direction. And here's another tiny baby asparagus. And Right in between the asparagus here is a grape, so I'll put it right next to the grape. Okay, and you can put mulch back over it. It likes that just fine. And then I need to water these in and keep them pretty moist until they sprout. And then they'll need moisture just about as often as the other plants. All right, well, I hope you guys plant some walking onions and let me know how it goes. If you're interested in learning how to grow a food forest, please click on the link in the description to join our school community. Talk to you soon.